When you have a dry mouth, it's not just uncomfortable. It actually means you have completely lost the natural defense that your body has to keep your mouth and your teeth well. If you wake up with a dry mouth in the morning, if you are getting more cavities than you used to, and if you cannot stay on top of your bad breath, no matter how much you brush and how well you take care of your mouth, today's video is for you. We are going to dive into what dry mouth really is, why it's such a big deal, and most important, what to actually do about it. So, why is a dry mouth so problematic? First of all, it's really uncomfortable having that sticky tongue and you can't quite talk right, or you can't eat the food you want. You have dry, cracked lips. The corners of your lips are sore. These are all really uncomfortable. But what they also are is indicators that your saliva levels are low. And that's where the problem starts because saliva is an amazing natural cleaner of the mouth. It does a few things for you. It actually naturally buffers the acid in the mouth. What does that mean? Well, every single time you eat, you actually have more acid come into the mouth. That's part of the digestive process. Well, if saliva is not there, the acid stays, and that acid continues to take minerals out of your teeth, compromising the tooth strength and leading to tooth decay. So, saliva naturally comes in, clears that acid out, but also brings calcium and phosphate and other minerals that help to neutralize that acid and fill back in the holes that that acid left behind. Saliva also just naturally cleans things. It just moves debris out from inside of your mouth, and it helps to neutralize the bacteria that are growing in the mouth. So, when you don't have enough saliva, we see problems crop up pretty quickly. We see things like cavities when you weren't getting them before, especially along the gum line. We see you have an increased risk for gum disease. The gums are red, they're tender, they're sore when you brush, they might bleed a little bit more than they used to. You might have a white coating on your tongue and have more of a fungal disease feeling, which often shows up as a sore tongue, sore cheeks, bad breath that you really never struggled with before. These are all signs that you don't have enough saliva. There's often some sneaky symptoms that people don't recognize as issues of dry mouth. Things like constantly having to clear your throat, maybe a burning tongue or burning inside of the mouth. Maybe you just are always struggling with, clearing things and getting enough moisture to really get your words out like you want, or waking up with just a Sahara desert in the mouth. These are all signs that that saliva is dropping in your mouth and that your mouth is drier than it should be. What causes this? The first thing on the list is medication. Common antidepressants, even heart medications will lead to a drier mouth. So, this is the first thing that I talk with patients about. Well, let's look at your medication list and see what's going on. The next thing that can cause it is hormone changes, particularly menopause. So, women, pay attention if this is something that's going on as you are getting into menopause years. It's something that you need to do something about, as we're going to describe here in just a minute. Another is sleep apnea. If you are hanging your mouth open while you are sleeping, or you're struggling to get enough air, which often leads to you hanging your mouth open also, it will lead to dry mouth. Dehydration is another thing as well. If you are not getting enough water just throughout the day, it's going to show up as low saliva levels. And one that might actually impact a lot of us is stress. When your body is in a high level of stress, all of the energy goes towards running away from the bear, so towards all of our extremities. Our digestion stops, our mouth gets dry. You know how this feels if you've been asked to give a talk last minute. All of a sudden, you get that cotton mouth feeling. It's because stress leads to dry mouth. So, what do we do about it? Well, if you have medication that's causing this, then this is something that you're going to be working to prevent cavities and prevent other issues with. In that sort of a situation, you're not really going to be able to turn the saliva on more. So you have to add some other things to both protect the teeth as well as make it less uncomfortable. So in those situations, I'm going to recommend things like our dry mouth spray. What the dry mouth spray has is it actually has marshmallow root. It naturally stimulates saliva, but it's also a little slippery, so it feels like saliva in the mouth. But the other advantage is that it has hydroxyapatite, because that is the real concern when it comes to dry mouth. Remember, if your saliva isn't there to wash things clean, to bring the minerals back, your teeth are left wide open with holes that the acid has removed. Bacteria crawl in, they create more acid, and the hole gets deeper, and this is how cavities start to just grow overnight. I've had so many patients that I've seen this happen in, and it's usually people who are very diligent with their cleaning. So I see them every 6 months. I remember one gentleman in particular. I saw him every 6 months. He was so diligent. He was so good at all of his home care, everything. And then I saw him, and he had 5 cavities in one cleaning appointment. He was devastated. He hadn't had cavities ever. This was just not something that was a problem for him. They were all along the gum line and actually were quite deep by the time we saw him already. They were even threatening the nerve. So he and I just put our heads together and we said, "What is going on here?" Sure enough, he'd been put on some medication for his high blood pressure, and that had dropped the saliva levels in his mouth. He said, "Yeah, I notice it, but all people tell you to do is drink a glass of water, chew some gum." So that's what he was doing. But it wasn't enough, because that glass of water might moisten the mouth, that gum might stimulate a little saliva, and those are both good things to try. But it wasn't rebuilding what the saliva hadn't been able to rebuild. So for him, the number one recommendation was he had to start using hydroxyapatite products. What does this look like? Well, this means tooth powder or toothpaste. Whatever you're using to clean your teeth needs to contain hydroxyapatite. What is hydroxyapatite? It is literally the mineral that your teeth are made of. So as the acid strips the minerals out, if there's not saliva to bring them back, you have to bring them back. You're going to bring them back with that tooth care product. Mouthwash is absolutely essential if you have dry mouth, especially mouthwash that has hydroxyapatite in it. This one's going to be a little trickier to find. We actually have these products. This is my very favorite. It's called our Gum Health mouthwash. It actually has a probiotic. Not only is it going to bring the hydroxyapatite in, but it's going to help balance the bacteria. Because remember, that's another problem. When saliva is low, the bacteria get out of control, and bacteria that cause cavities really take over. So this helps to control that as well. You can also use mints. A lot of people with dry mouth end up popping mints all day long. And often they're mints that are full of sugar. Well, why is that an issue? That sugar just feeds the bacteria that has now populated the mouth, and the cavities grow so much faster. So our remints have hydroxyapatite in them. This is actually a pretty easy answer. You can tell it's the same answer over and over and over again. You just need more minerals into the outside of the teeth. So this gentleman, that's exactly what we did. We had to go in and do some dentistry, remove the cavities, fill those areas in, and then he started hitting all of the hydroxyapatite products all together. So he was doing toothpaste, mouthwash, mints, everything he could do, as well as minerals on the inside, tooth bone formula, vitamin D. The next time he came in 6 months, no more cavities. And he felt like he was under control again. Not only that, but he'd actually started using the dry mouth spray, and he said, "It's more comfortable now. I don't get the cracking in the corner of my lips that I had. I don't get that white feeling and, fuzzy tongue and kind of sensitivity that I was feeling as well." So if this is you, if this is what you are experiencing from whatever reason, the answers are the same. You have to provide your mouth with both some fluid, some liquid like water, but also the dry mouth spray so that things can keep moving. But you also have to really be able to remineralize. If this is something that you resonate with, so if this is something that you're struggling with in daily life, if you are waking up with a mouth that's dry, that's another story entirely. Go and watch all of our information about sleep apnea and what can you do to treat that, even to the point of just keeping your mouth closed at night. But finding root cause is so crucial. If this is you, if this is someone you love, if this is a friend, please come back, check out the information that I talk about remineralizing your teeth, about rebuilding them and strengthening them and preventing tooth decay, about sleep apnea and why we're holding our mouths open at night and what we can do root cause wise to actually fix this. Subscribe, make sure you're checking out our information because this is just daily dental struggles that people are struggling with that I have answers for and I want to help with because my mission is to help you truly live well.